Spain didn't just defeat France, they exposed the biggest weakness in one of the most talented teams at the FIFA World Cup 2026. A France team featuring Kylian Mbappé, Ousmane Dembélé, Aurélien Tchouaméni, and some of the world's best defenders managed just 0.26 expected goals in 98 minutes. So how did Spain completely neutralize France's attack? How did Luis de la Fuente outthink Didier Deschamps in a World Cup semi-final? Welcome back to the channel. This Spain vs. France semi-final was not decided by one moment of individual brilliance. It was decided by tactical discipline, midfield control, and Spain's ability to force France into uncomfortable situations. On paper, France had everything needed to win, but football is not played on paper. Spain had a plan, and they executed it perfectly. From kickoff, Spain controlled the rhythm. Rodri constantly found space, allowing Spain to move the ball calmly while forcing France to defend deeper. France's biggest weapon was obvious, the pace of Mbappé. But Spain's defensive line stayed compact, giving him very little room to attack. France's first real warning came in the 7th minute. Bradley Barcola exploded down the wing and delivered a dangerous low cross. But Aymeric Laporte produced a brilliant recovery challenge to clear the danger. Then Lamine Yamal started creating problems. The teenager repeatedly attacked France's left side, forcing Adrien Rabiot into a tactical foul that earned the first yellow card of the match. The biggest defensive moment came in the 16th minute. Mbappe finally found space behind Spain's defense and looked ready to create something special. But Pau Cubarsí produced a world-class sliding tackle to deny him. That single moment showed Spain's mentality. Every time France threatened, Spain had an answer. Then came the turning point. In the 20th minute, Lamine Yamal reacted quickly to a loose ball inside the penalty area. Lucas Digne arrived late and brought him down. Penalty. Mikel Oyarzabal stepped up and calmly converted, giving Spain a 1-0 lead. And this moment was exactly what I predicted before the match. In my pre-match prediction video, I said that if Spain scored first, they would become favorites. Why? Because a first goal would allow Spain to slow the game down, dominate possession, and force France to take risks. That would remove the counter-attacking spaces France loved to exploit, and that's exactly what happened. After the penalty, Spain became even more comfortable. France were forced to chase the game, while Spain controlled the tempo. Things became even harder for France when William Saliba suffered an injury before the half-hour mark, forcing Deschamps into an early defensive change. Spain continued creating pressure before halftime. A brilliant combination between Yamal and Dani Olmo almost created another goal, but Dayot Upamecano made a crucial block. France finally had their best chance before the break when Rabiot released Mbappé through on goal. But Unai Simon rushed out perfectly and made a huge save. At halftime, Spain had the lead, and more importantly, they had control. At halftime, Didier Deschamps knew France needed a reaction. Adrien Rabiot, already on a yellow card, was replaced by Manu Koné, as France looked for more energy and control in midfield. But Spain continued playing the match on their own terms. Instead of dropping deeper, Luis de la Fuente's team remained aggressive and organized. They pressed at the right moments, controlled possession, and prevented France from building dangerous attacks. Marc Cucurella continued his outstanding performance, denying Ousmane Dembélé with a perfectly timed defensive block early in the second half. France then turned to their bench, bringing on Désiré Doué for Bradley Barcola to add more attacking creativity. But before France could build momentum, Spain delivered the decisive blow. The moment arrived in the 58th minute. Pedro Porro pushed forward from the right side and combined brilliantly with Dani Olmo. Olmo's reverse pass was perfectly timed, splitting France's defensive shape. Porro stayed composed and finished into the bottom corner. Spain were now 2-0 ahead. And this goal represented everything Spain had done right throughout the match. Movement, quick passing, intelligent positioning, perfect execution. France briefly thought they had a way back when Lamine Yamal found the net minutes later, but the goal was ruled out for a narrow offside. From that point, Spain controlled the match. France had to attack. But every forward move created more space for Spain to manage. Theo Hernandez and Ryan Cherki entered for France, searching for a miracle comeback. Meanwhile, Spain made smart adjustments. Pedri, Mikel Merino, Ferran Torres, Marcos Llorente, and Nico Williams were introduced to maintain intensity and protect the advantage. This was the difference between the teams. France were chasing the game. Spain were controlling it. The final statistics explain why this was such a complete performance. France actually finished with more shots. France, 14 shots. Spain, 10 shots. But the quality of those chances tells the real story. France produced only 0.26 xg, while Spain created 1.15 xg. That means Spain allowed France to shoot, but rarely from dangerous positions. This was not defensive luck. It was defensive structure. Rodri controlled the space in front of Spain's defense, cutting passing lanes and preventing France from connecting with Mbappé. The Spanish centre-backs, Cubarsí and Laporte, stayed calm under pressure, while Cucurella and Porro constantly closed down the wings. Even late in the match, when France pushed everyone forward, Spain remained disciplined. In the 91st minute, Ryan Cherki found Mbappé inside the box, but Marc Cucurella produced a match-saving block to deny France's biggest remaining opportunity. Then Unai Simon completed the job with crucial saves, including a late stop to preserve Spain's clean sheet. The numbers show Spain's complete performance. Final score, Spain 2-0 France. Possession, Spain 51%, France 49%. Passes, completed, Spain 487, France 408. Passing, accuracy, Spain 86%, France 87%. Shots on target, Spain 2, France 4. Expected goals, Spain 1.15, France 0.26. Corners, Spain 1, France 7. Even though France had more shots and corners, Spain created the better chances and controlled the most important areas of the pitch. This was a tactical victory. Spain didn't just reach the FIFA World Cup 2026 final, they sent a message. Rodri controlled midfield. Lamine Yamal created constant danger. Dani Olmo connected everything together. Pedro Porro delivered the decisive moment, and Spain's defense completely neutralized one of the world's most feared attacks led by Kylian Mbappé. Looking back, the biggest turning point was the first goal. The prediction was simple. If Spain scored first, they would become favorites because France would be forced away from their preferred counter-attacking style. That is exactly what happened. Now the question is, can anyone stop this Spain team in the FIFA World Cup 2026 final? Or are we watching the next world champion being born? Let me know your prediction and your player of the match in the comments. If you enjoyed this FIFA World Cup 2026 tactical analysis, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more football breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.